Yeah, boy, yes.
Good morning, everybody. Woo, my mic.
Brinnette, man.
Good morning.
This is what happens when you wake up in the morning and you decide to have tea instead of coffee.
So, were you waiting for me to just come and ruin my life story? Hey, Lavoyo, I see you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us on Let's Get Real on Sundays with Brinnette and my co-host Tato. And today we are joined by Uguhle.
Hi guys. Welcome to the show.
So let me tell you about Uguhle, right? So Uguhle works for this particular station, right? So her show comes after my one. But for some reason, they felt I'm not good enough. So they decided they want her on my show. Can we talk about that, guys, for 5 minutes?
What happened was.
Yeah.
What happened?
Explain yourself.
I was told to come to this show. I don't know. Also,
You see?
That's not even explaining it, though. You do understand that. That's just basically.
I'm just trying to point fingers. I don't want the blame on me.
So they're probably trying to get her to steal my show, guys. Let's vote.
Oh, no.
No, man. Why would she steal your show? Then the show is going to change. Even the name of the show is going to change. No, man. Like, so Whitley, because she's one of our relatively new people also. And we're like, you know what? Let's throw in the deep end and let's put her with stress people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you know what it is. Like, we need to welcome people.
And probationing.
Wanna know some of fryer. We met a spice course again, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's why she's here.
That is not it. So in the next about 30 minutes, we are going to have the most amazing, coolest, funniest. Oh, did I mention that he's handsome? Yes, he is handsome. And yes, he's my friend. And he's taken, ladies, so stay away. So he's a South African real estate mogul, originally from Pimville, Soweto. When he turned 16, he knew it in his career path. He was destined for greatness. At a very young age. Because in 2004, he co-founded Square Meter Holdings CC. Then in 2006, he felt that company one is not enough for me because I'm bigger than bigger.
Levels. Levels to those.
Not like any company, but to totally tailored marketing. Then 2012, guys, 2012. Started working for Keller Williams Realty, which is a worldwide real estate company. USA's largest real estate companies as a master practitioner in 2014, right? Then the business mogul later established a real estate company called Black Real Estate, guys. If you still don't know who it is that I'm talking about, then I'm worried about you.
You need to go seriously living somewhere else.
Okay,
you are not a South African.
Let me up it. Later on, he started Mzansi Cribs Real Estate.
Come on, guys.
As though that is not good
like
enough.
MTV Cribs.
Dude, but that time it's a real estate. Ne? Man. As though that's not enough. Ne? Oh, dude, now has his own show. Real Mzansi Cribs. I mean, what more can
That's what you call stride, man.
How else can we talk about?
That's what you call stride. That's what you call stride.
I mean, come on now, eh? And he's only 41 years old. His name is Titimba.
If we're to expose your age, like, you wouldn't like it. Why are you going to do that to other people?
So when we finally get Otato on, or should I call him Titimba, as you all know him? I call him Tato because I know him very well, unlike most of you. I really want him to get to tell us about his new show, Mzansi Cribs Makeover. You know, because I mean, yes, you've got this your own real estate. It's called Mzansi Cribs, and then from there on, you think that's not enough.
Yeah, let's
I
try
need
a
to now
reality
give
show.
back to the community.
Yeah.
Let's do a reality show.
I don't know if you can give back to some of us because mina ngihlala kwi-4room and you know, like it's rough, man. I can't even bring any girl there, you know.
Every week there's a story.
Mother,
if you're not your transport kitty,
like now I live under the rock and I need a place, man. But double story
Would you like us
but
to
that double
nominate
story
you?
Kuku?
Yeah.
With the mazenkes and all. Or
aluminium, all those kind of things, you know. And I need it in the middle of the township.
Let me guess,
you know
with a shower as well, right?
Papa, I am telling you.
Yo, Titi, are you listening?
Do you want us to nominate you, Tato? Just
please
tell us.
Please
Tell
nominate
us
me. Titi must tell us how do we enter these things, eh? I must enter these things.
You don't enter yourself. You have to be nominated by someone.
Isn't?
Yeah.
Okay, I like how you two are like start all of a sudden you're gurus. Because we
do our research.
I'm already watching. I'm already loving it.
Okay, so we're gonna have Titi joining us in the next 30 minutes. So in the meantime, it is business as usual.
Yeah, girl. Yep.
Yay. So,
you're taking a big sci-fi. I know when you take a big sci, what are we talking about?
Yes,
already? I'm also getting
you know
myself
what? I'm
ready.
actually getting tired of this, guys. Like every time when we start my show, I feel like, you know, those newspapers, ne? I don't want to mention people's brands because they're not sponsoring us, ne?
Yeah.
But they've got this specific page. Yeah, people who died.
Yes.
I feel like every week on our show we have that page. Yeah, so and so was born on such a date and died and whatnot and whatnot. Can this COVID stop?
It's time to wrap up now.
What's going on?
You know what? Like I think, I mean, for the past 3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, we've been losing legends. You know, three weeks. I think Skalengo Ngocheksini, and then after him,
how can you Larry King now, Batung?
You know, okay, fine, Larry King here.
Yeah, thank you.
And then
I used to love that old man. Yes.
Yeah. And Larry King, he was good. And then
Jonas Gwangwa. And now Sibongile Khumalo.
And then we had also Ngakotlu Mamlindi also.
Mamlindi, yes.
So yeah.
I know. Well, you can call her mom. Now she's only 3 years older than me. So
yeah. No, I can't even call her mom. Then it's just that she, you know, she comes across as that every time. Whenever we used to do, like I told you, every time whenever I do voiceovers and stuff, we used to call her that because she came about as an older sister, but like Nogu Mama, basically. You know, she had that mother caring touch to her, even though she'll diss you. You know, like she doesn't play around. She'll diss you, but diss you in a loving way. Yeah. You know,
and now South Africa has lost yet another
legend.
Oh, Mrs. Sibongile Khumalo at the age of 63, who died after a lengthy period of illness. So,
do you know what they used to call her? By the way, like what Nelson Mandela used to call her.
What?
Nelson Mandela gave her like this phenomenal name. Actually, coined her. And like I think the time that she was actually singing at that time, you know, because now she was part of that Rugby World Cup also when she was singing the Rugby World Cup.
Yeah,
95.
Yeah, and she did like quite a lot. And then there's a phrase, man, like I'm trying to remember it, and Mandela actually used to call it. He coined her that name, South Africa's first lady of song. That's what he called her.
Wow, that's how good she was.
That's how good she was.
But I mean, think about it. How many black people do we know who sang like that woman?
Oh. Yeah, for those who don't know, actually, guys, we've got a clip here, courtesy of ENCA.
Yep.
Just take a look at it, man. She's a beautiful soul, by the way, guys. And South Africa has lost a legend. This whole week, I think the station also a lot of shows were talking about her. And I think, yeah, man, it's either we can take a moment of silence after the clip. I don't know, Bryn, what do you think? But
I think before we start playing her song, let's just take a moment of silence. And last week you called me out because you said my moment of silence was too short.
Jackson was too short. Right?
So I'm sorry. So I'm going to keep quiet and then you will tell me when the moment of silence is in. But don't make it 3 minutes, because I know you're trying to catch a quick nap.
Okay, let's take a moment of silence for Sibongile Khumalo. May her soul rest in peace.
May her soul rest in peace. Tata almost woke you up.
I know. I felt that one coming.
Dude, I'm like looking at your eyes like, hey, is he dozing off? What's going on?
Yeah. I wasn't gonna do that. Don't worry, Muket.
Okay, Kirsty, we're ready for you.
To all the young musicians she had under her wings, this is how world-renowned musician Sibongile Khumalo has been described by her music fraternity. Khumalo passed away on Thursday after stroke complications. She was 63 years old. Nosiho Rahlaga spoke to those who knew her.
The First Lady of Song. That's the name former President Nelson Mandela gave to Dr. Sibongile Khumalo. She grew up in Orlando West, Soweto, not far from the iconic Vilakazi Street. A man who grew up with her described the pain he felt when he heard of her passing.
I was deeply saddened by her passing, and she had endured 2 other strokes. And knowing her with a fighting spirit, I thought she would, slowly pull through. But it was not to be.
He says he remembers when they were younger and Khumalo's father, Kabi Ngoma, who was a music professor, would teach all of them about music.
I'm not a great singer. I sing with my saxophone. So sometimes when I don't sing my parts well, she would give me that funny look, because she had a very sharp ear, She would give me that funny look and you say, I'm not But I loved her for it, because it puts you on your toes.
A younger generation who worked with the musical icon also speak fondly of her.
I was really shattered. I know a lot of people try to get hold of me, and for me, I felt like my world crumbled, because she was more like a mom to me, because she was one of the mothers who embraced me when I got to Joburg.
She was such a beautiful, bubbly, fun, naughty, loving spirit, and more than that, she was a true daughter of the soil. She loved Africa very much, and loved Africa's people, and loved Africa's history and our traditions.
Khumalo leaves behind her children, grandchildren and friends who have, among other things, her music to remember her by. Nosiho Rahlaga, Johannesburg.
All right, thank you very much for telling us that we are back live on air. Really do appreciate it, What's going on with you?
Thank you.
What's going on, Kirsty? What's going on?
She still has the Mabena of the award. Say hi, Kirsty. That's my producer, guys. The Mabena of the show.
All right, for those who don't know, just a little background on Sibongile Khumalo.
Yeah.
So she's a South African singer who sang classical, jazz, opera, traditional South African music. She was noted for singing in the inauguration of Nelson Mandela in 1994. She also sang in the Rugby World Cup the next year. So her mom was a nurse. Her dad was a professor of music, as the video mentioned. So she started learning how to sing at a very young age, at like 8 years old. She's a very educated woman. She has a Bachelor's of Arts degree with honors from Wits University.
We have it.
Yeah, we have it. She's an educated, question.
But sorry, sir. No.
No, we're not doing that. Yeah, so she died in 2018 this year, January. Yeah, so she suffered from a stroke. And then followed by a long-term illness. So rest in peace to her.
Her soul rest in peace. And then, Viper Girl is asking me, that's a beautiful coffee mug, or is it something in it?
Man. It's back again. Sikhuluma ngezinto esirazo sitshela ngecoffee namamag. Sikhuluma ngosibongile and no man.
It's definitely coffee, darling. I don't do.
I'm not a Brinnette followers, Mara. I know, man.
As though it gets worse. Then we go back to our healthcare system.
Oh man, don't
Stressful.
don't do that to me.
For those who've been watching the news would have been following this story, right?
Yeah.
Because it ended up with the ombudsman, right?
Yeah.
So go Tembisa Hospital,
Ish.
right?
Ish.
A guy by the name of Shanisani Letole
Ish.
died after being admitted because of breathing difficulties.
Mm-mm.
Obviously, it was COVID related, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, he sits in hospital for 100 hours with no food.
Oh man.
100 hours. Do you know how many days that is?
And you know what? Like, I really do not understand that the fact that the guy even sent a tweet to
To Minister of Health.
Yeah, and nothing was actually done with it. And for me, I think it needs to be taken serious because like some public hospitals, I think a majority of them, fail to basically take good care of people with ailments. And if a guy was actually taken also to a ward where there were people with COVID also, and he didn't even go in there for that.
Yeah.
You understand the
problem.
back story of it, like ukula, not COVID.
Yeah.
But you end up tracking COVID. Also on top of that, you don't even get food. You don't get, and you complain and nothing happens.
As a doctor, every time you come and check up on this patient,
Yeah.
you can see. There's a file.
Yeah.
It tells you when last did they take medication. When are they scheduled for medication?
Yeah.
Do you not see maybe they can't eat, they have difficulty eating? What's the problem? Or how does it work? What does it say about the level of...
I feel like maybe one of the nurses that were there,
one
they should have...
of the nurses. He was there for more than one day.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I think one of the nurses that were there wasn't wearing like glasses or, didn't eat at home. It's like, since
There's actually,
you know what I mean?
There's actually a Justice for Shoni campaign that calls out for a mid-year suspension of the Tembisa CEO. So yeah,
but you know that 19 healthcare workers are actually put on suspension, and out of everybody, if you listened to the Zondo commission, he said the guy called Makhoba, who is the ombud, right?
Yeah.
Throughout this whole case, he said out of everybody else, all the healthcare workers, all they did was just give excuses after excuses after excuses. But the CEO is the only person that apologized. He took up accountability and he apologized.
Yeah, obviously he's going to take accountability and apologize. It's his people.
Though. Remember, he is the CEO. He's not a doctor.
But like as a CEO, I'll blame you.
Who were taking care of him. I could be the CEO, but I don't have to have a medical background.
No, Brinnette. No, let's not beat about this. Let me give an example. If for instance, I am running this ship right now, and it happens that the crew that I have are incompetent.
Yeah. It
is my fault.
Which is true.
It falls on you.
It's not a job. It's not a CEO's job to go patient by patient, to go look at the file and read. That's why we have unit managers.
But
right?
it's the CEO's job to know what's happening in his hospital.
But how do you know if a hospital is a 600-bedded hospital?
Right,
how will you know
there's
that
there's so many ways on finding out. There's seriously so many. No, Brinnette.
Okay.
No.
Well, Immaculate is agreeing with me because what she's saying here is when I was still a student, nurses used to make us write those reports at times.
Yeah.
We're feeling the routine of 2 days back.
True. Yeah.
Because that is a role of a nurse.
Yeah.
That is a role of a nurse to put it on the file.
Yeah.
It is a role of a doctor to double check, not of a CEO.
I understand that, but now as
yes,
the CEO,
will take the
who hires the doctor? Who hires the nurse?
The CEO.
Okay, sharp. Let's
so now he must be fired.
Net more. Let's not carry on.
The thing is, he's responsible for his workers.
Yes, that's
maybe because I work for hospitals, I understand the pressures at the hospital.
Yeah.
So I don't
entirely agree.
I don't think it's his role or it's his duty.
Yeah.
The people who should be held liable should take responsibility.
Okay, let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my final example.
Okay.
Oprah Cupcake, for instance, right? Let's say Oprah Cupcake leads an administration that is basically poor. So the ministers are just eating money. They are just So who are we blaming?
As the president, are you saying the president must be fired?
Bruh, it's your cabinet, it's
so
your
the
people.
president must be fired.
You must be fired because you're not.
The MEC of Health decided to be involved in a scam.
Listen to
PPE.
that. Listen to
what
this.
did the president do?
Listen.
He fired the person who was involved in chowing the money.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
Not himself.
Listen to this. That's what I'm saying. That it takes accountability, Brinnette. If right now Oprah Cupcake went out with this anti-corruption thing, right, to get rid of corrupt ministers, the guy before that didn't do that.
Okay, but Oksala,
so that's what I'm saying.
Cupcakes era.
That's what I'm saying, my man.
Bandile man.
Let's not say his surname because what? Yeah, just say Ubandile.
The MEC of Health was also involved in the corruption of PPEs.
Yeah.
Right?
But now that person got.
Are you saying the president should have been fired?
No, I'm not saying the president should be fired. I'm saying he must take accountability.
Isn't he?
And he must take accountability.
Him taking accountability is making sure the relevant person is fired.
So why doesn't this guy?
I hear what she's saying.
Why doesn't this guy do it
then?
Thank you.
Then why doesn't this guy do it then?
He did. That's why Masuku's not there anymore. He took responsibility and fired the relevant people. I'm not gonna. Okay, you're a station manager. You're a station manager right now.
I have an issue.
If I do something on this station, are you gonna fire me or are you gonna fire yourself? Because you employed me.
Obviously, I'm gonna fire you.
Yes, that's what she's saying. You need to take accountability
it's
for
convenient
her.
for you.
What I'm trying to say.
Okay,
listen. Let me put it this way. He's a CEO, and it.
Yeah.
He reports to the board of directors, right?
Yes.
There's a board members. I'm a board member. Do you think Bona? Brinnette, you're not reading it. I'm making
a simple example.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm a DJ. You are a station manager. I do something wrong. Who must get fired?
I'm gonna be reliable though for your error.
And
that's one thing I'm
gonna
tell you. I'm gonna fire you. What I'm trying to say is that the person that you point the finger at, no, we do agree, but I'm saying the person that you point the finger at is the person that's in charge of the ship. That's what I'm saying. That's why they say the captain drowns or goes down with the ship.
The captain drowned. He must be the last one to drown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He goes down with the ship.
Her fight is the campaign that is surrounding this whole thing.
Yes.
That the CEO must be suspended.
Yes.
So that's what she doesn't agree with.
I am saying the CEO did his job by making sure all those people who were negligent.
Yeah. Yeah, man, he must also be suspended. That's basically what he needs to start doing. If it means that he must be part of the the hiring process, then be part of the hiring process.
I'm not making it up, darling. It's a fact. That's exactly what happened. This is not a story that I just woke up today and I decided to make up. It's not a made-up story. You can go and Google and read about it. It's there in the papers. Okay. As though, I get now we were in Tembisa. Then we get to Mpumalanga. Speaking of the cabinet. What's going on with the premiers attending a COVID funeral, not wearing a mask? Who should have been fired there? The president? Oh, what?
I see.
Are you really gonna milk the sun out?
Who must take accountability? Because the DD even said to her, "Put on your mask." So who must be fired here?
It's the president.
Because guys, she didn't put on the mask.
I can't deal with that.
Sure.
I can't deal with that. So anyway, so she then obviously came out and in her defense, well, she was trying to be defensive, and she said, I was wearing a mask in the car, and then when I got out, it fell, and I didn't feel it.
That excuse,
that is a complete lie.
That excuse, though,
it's a complete lie.
Yo, guys, do you know how uncomfortable a mask is?
Yeah.
There's no way
you cannot feel it. Are you telling me? Oh, girl is so experienced that she even sleeps with her mask on. That whether it's there or not, she doesn't know the difference.
But you know when they say that politicians are smooth, I matter sometimes, like, you know, when you lie to that point where even the kid will be like, Maramam.
I'm sure even the youngest of the youngest, Maramama, now excuse yako.
Come on.
You should have done better.
And again, it takes us back to responsibility.
Yeah.
There she is walking out of a car, not wearing a mask, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's bodyguards, there's security, there's everybody.
Apparently, she was
told.
told.
Before she even gets to the hall, guys.
Yeah.
I am not even talking about somebody who is the walk from the car to the venue.
She didn't feel it.
She didn't feel it. How many people were outside? Nobody said anything. Nobody saw anything. No,
She was
guys,
tired.
come on. Now.
Apparently, like even after she was told, like there was no like, let me just put it on right now. Like,
Yeah.
there was still
Even
some-
after she
even
got
after
Negligence.
she was.
So, Carol, are Brinny? Oh, Brinny. Oh, bad. Masadu Ola was supposed to be fired.
It's
A lot of
straight up.
people have been saying that.
Straight up.
We understand Nabatla Moya, but you are attending a funeral. Yamutu who died from
COVID.
COVID.
COVID, yeah.
And then Obatla Moya when?
Speaking of that incident, also there's a lady that's basically stepped in, obviously, that took over from Jackson Tam.
Yeah.
And a lot
The
of
Chinese lady. Before we get there, wait, Walker, wait.
Whoa.
Do you know what her punishment is? She paid a fine. Do you know what the fine is according to Peggy? It's 1,500
1,500. But
Yes,
why didn't she
for
go
not
to?
wearing a mask, which might be accompanied by going to prison
Yeah.
for not less than 6 months.
Yeah, then why am
now
I
all
in jail?
she did after admitting, she paid the fine.
It's nice in this country.
Nah, man.
Hmm?
Mara now,
It's nice in this country.
And
Nah,
Opegitele still tried to defend her. Aye, guys.
That's good for her. Apparently, she
guys,
was there was
aye.
zero social distancing. She was going around hugging people. Guys, it was a horrific. Like it was.
And she was being famous. Oh my gosh, this is gonna mess up my look.
Yes.
My black dress is too hot.
Yes, that was the topic there.
I think maybe that was
it
the.
didn't go with her outfit. The mask didn't go with her outfit.
I think
Couldn't
that's
you have
messed
worn
up,
a
though.
black
A black
mask?
one.
Yeah.
They're all
Or
black
face
masks
shield,
now.
yeah.
Mm.
Or something.
No, but it's messed up though. Like, I mean, as an MEC also yourself, like you're one of the leaders. You're an MP. You're a leader also yourself.
Yes.
Like you must lead by example, right?
Yeah.
True.
You know, it's like me, for instance, not leading by example, which I do all the time. But
Wow.
Okay.
Just something to
Everything
share.
is about Tato.
Do you want us to give us
to Tato?
some time to
Wow.
share? Would you like to unpack?
Kati is here. Hey, good.
yeah, we're not talking to people that have other shows. Eh? This is not
Yo,
after 5.
She's showing love. Hi, Cuckoo.
It's not after 5. It's not after 5. After 5, play on Tuesday, Kuku. Lay on Tuesday. It's a Sunday today. Look at your calendar.
Yo, Google. There, people you work for. I'm Dazi. I don't know. Hey, Ino. Okay, so. Oh, Peggy, Ari, police got it all wrong.
Who?
Ari,
Yeah.
he has admitted that police badly managed the mask matter involving Mpumalanga Premier with Philem Zoni Tsipani. Double barrel surname, girl.
Yeah.
The Premier failed to wear a mask
Which
during the
way?
funeral of Minister in the Presidency, Jackson Tembu, at the weekend, something that she has apologized for.
Oh, I know, because you apologized.
So because she apologized and up to 1.5, it's okay,
Yeah,
guys.
it's all
Let's put a
forgiven,
blind
yeah.
eye like we always do.
Yeah.
I mean, this is South Africa, so
That's you.
Okay.
It's sad, ne?
I mean, think about it. She apologized, guys.
man, guys, come on.
When's a mistake?
That's enough,
Well,
right?
Yeah, that is
That's enough
It's
in
not-
this country.
You know?
This is the very same guy who tells us 9 o'clock you must be in bed. But when people are not wearing masks at a COVID
Me, I
funeral,
don't understand. I feel like if you are part of MP and you basically disregard regulations, you should get harsher times. Because,
Thank you.
Because
You
you're
know what I
part of
mean?
it.
You know what I mean?
you know, remember the first wave? The pretty minister got fined for
Not
3
only
months.
there's a pretty minister.
Yes,
We have a pretty minister.
of communication. Hot girl.
Oh, let me see her. Angimazi nami, yazi ngisathi simpeke uBrinnette to hot girl. Minister. This is when you type now, Minister of Communication, and then you say pretty. Pretty. Maybe her name is pretty. And then you would think that she's pretty. Maybe her name is pretty.
Hot girl.
Oh, hot
Don't
girl.
forget that part.
Yo, hot girl, ne?
Oh my gosh.
Hot girl. Let me see.
Can I fire you guys to get my TT in the show? Maybe.
I know. I feed. I feed. She's yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Do you guys know your ministers? I can't do this.
The names in the face.
You know the face.
Sometimes you forget.
It's just that, you know what? One of the reasons why we don't know all of our ministers is because it's always dusty every time whenever we look at them, because they're that old. You know what I mean?
But I know this.
She's super gorgeous.
Yeah, she is.
Stunning.
She's stunning. She's stunning. I like how you put it. She's stunning.
Her sentencing was heavy. Got level 1.
Yeah.
Right? Whereby she was having dinner with friends and she posted on social media. I mean, and it was a family dinner. And she was crucified for it. She had to be suspended for 3 months without pay. But now umuntu attending a COVID funeral.
Oh my God.
No mask. Addresses people.
Worse. It's a COVID funeral.
I don't see anywhere where they said she's even isolated or anything. Nothing.
After the whole thing.
So can you imagine how many people, God forbid, she caught a bit of virus or she caught some virus or whatever. How many people she might have spread it to?
Yeah, that is so true.
And then our very own Big Girl is telling us, Mansoor,
you must keep the same energy.
Too hard.
Yeah,
you must keep the same energy.
Yeah, because maybe the reason why she did this to this lovely, beautiful woman is because maybe Bamshaisa says, something like that, and then you had to be harsh on her, and then says maybe that parent I don't know, but it's unfair.
Tato, where are you going? Where are you going with this? Do you know something we don't?
No, it's just that I'm looking at Stella. Stella's beautiful, guys.
You need to organize a number.
My mind is
must
not.
We get you Stella's numbers?
Stella, get your groove back. Come this side. Come this side and get your groove back.
Every week you're changing your mind with these women, right? So this week is
dude, she's married to Tato Abrahams.
Oh, now you want to be the other Tato.
So Tato can join also. So you're triple T and Jake.
Okay, guys, our 30 minutes is up. Good day. It really, really was lovely having you for the first 30 minutes.
Thank you so much.
So we are going on an ad break. It is now
11:30. Can I just bring it out there?
Thank you. That's how you do it though in the showbiz. So thank you. Respect,
honey. I am not even cautioning you. The way our show is growing, we are even getting more than one guest on studio. When Delela Spy.
Tato will put the spice, but thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming through, darling. Really, I really would like you to come back. Next time it's an hour.
So, she said it.
We're gonna substitute again. That's 30 minutes. I'm gone. I'm good. We're gonna substitute. That's 30 minutes. I'm gone.
It is 11:30 and it's Sunday on I Love Melville. If you're on Facebook, it's ilovemelville.live. If it's YouTube, it's I Love Melville space live.
Yeah, man.
And you are sitting with us on Let's Get Real on Sundays with the beautiful, gorgeous, stunning, lovely Brinnette.
All right, Bryn. All right, Bryn.
Drop smile.
I got a fantastic tune here, by the way, guys, by Cetrus, which is called Nguwe. It's a fantastic tune. You guys are gonna love it.
Okay.
Love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Yeah, you're gonna love it, right? You're gonna love it, right?
Oh, Vampire, I'm not wearing a mask today. I'll also apologize when you catch me, policeman.
Ngihamba nemfeze emnyama sinqamle mave
bengacabanga ukuthi umuntu othanda mina nguwe bengacabanga ukuthi osondelene nenhliziyo yami nguwe ngicabanga ukuthi umuntu othanda mina nguwe awunguwe
langa maliphuma lihle njengawo umnikati wenjabulo yami nguwe igama lelisithanza ngilati ngawo siyagijima nalesikhathi manginawe eqinisweni angisakhoni nekulinza ngathi ngakubike batyalini ngiyathi batolile itela bagiye bathi ngilethi imfombi sibili manginawe kuvele kube ivalentine nekhalenda bambana timbali emehlweni akho ngibona lithemba lami ngiyathemba utongikhulisela abantu abami
Bengacabanga ukuthi umuntu athanda mina nguwe Bengacabanga ukuthi osondelene nenhliziyo yami nguwe Angaze ngicabanga ukuthi umuntu athanda mina nguwe
Awuthi ngidlale ligasi sihlale phasi ngiphethe nathelo ngiyathemba utothansi ngathi ngaba nawe imihla nemalanga ngikubuke emehlweni kuze kushone ilanga sitho sami kujabulisa singamle mave sibona umhlaba bangani bavaliwe ngimnawe sobabili ngicela kwenda amakotwale kithi ngiyadlikele tingvo mtanga kithi ukhale makhwela mawufika lekithi ungikhumbuta gogi intfombi yalankosi emehlo amlabona konguwe
Bengacabanga ukuthi umuntu athanda mina nguwe Bengacabanga ukuthi osondelene nenhliziyo yami nguwe Angaze ngicabanga ukuthi umuntu athanda mina nguwe awunguwe
It's fine. Tato, carry on taking our Wi-Fi.
We are very much back on I Love. Let's get real on Sundays with Brinnette on I Love Melville. If you're on YouTube, it's I Love Melville space live.
Yeah, girl.
If it's Facebook or Twitter, it's I Love Melville.live.
Yeah, boy.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a fantastic tune, though. Hey, what do you think of it? It's a nice.
But it's got the whole big Zulu, big who's the other one?
Stop.
Yes, him.
Brinnette.
Yo, imagine me playing a song and I'm like, it's a song by that, that one. Okay, no, it's got the whole Java and Big Zulu kind of vibe, you know? And Tato, your headset?
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have got the beautiful, handsome, lovely, bubbly, always happy.
Bubbly.
Like,
champagne.
Why is she calling you
Mapotana of note. Yes, Mr. Titimba himself.
Yeah.
Opera Sipo.
Yeah.
For those who don't,
She
didn't want to leave that chair, guys.
So she ended up like putting some.
Hey, my entanglement. So early in the morning.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
man.
So, speaking of this entanglement, I feel like a government, there's just too much entanglement going on. And not in relationships, but with the policies that they're putting up in place.
Yeah.
So, right now, Mr. Bax.
Razmataz.
So, it's telling us now, okay, there's a new law to make sure motorists are 100% sober. So, Shakti, now we must only drink water and drive.
You're 100% sober, Mara, guys. Mara, you don't think for us, right?
100%. You know, like, Barry, you will no longer be allowed to have 0.05% alcohol in your system.
So you can't even go to an event and have one champagne glass and then
0.00000%.
Okay, what about like the Chelsea pants now?
But you see, that's exactly the argument from AA. The AA people are saying, but now a lot of people are going to get arrested because think about it. If you take cough syrup, how much alcohol is in a cough syrup?
Yeah.
Don't drink sanitizer. It's not a but I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
Which AA people? Because there's the AA Alcoholics Anonymous, and then there's the AA car. What the road insurance car? So be clear.
The Alcoholic Anonymous.
What do you expect? But wow, they're looking after their best
Is
interests.
it not a fact though? Is it not a fact? Okay, Tatu, let's say you've got flu. Now you have to go fetch your kids from school. And you drank a cough syrup.
Guys, the reality is that you're not going to be fetching your kids from school at night.
Yeah.
That's when roadblocks happen, guys.
What is during the day?
But you don't have a roadblock during the day.
Yes, go send. Yeah, go send.
Excuse because the ratajwala.
That's the only thing. That's the only reason. Alcohol Anonymous made that claim. It's seriously like if it's Alcohol Anonymous, then it's very justifiable.
All right, fine. So it's at night. I get. What if we did a hot cross band?
Yeah, we just cross band and stay at home. My kid is supposed to be home anyway. They've been saying wash your hands and stay at home. So you want to wash your hands, eat the Chelsea band and go on the road. I'll stand you in.
You're better eat your hot cross bun and stay at home, guys.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Would you eat a hot cross bun at night?
Yes.
4 a.m. Why?
Ke tshwere ke tlala.
How not easy?
Okay, so I'm being at home, cannot hear, can movie, can hot cross band.
And then
TT one phone, and TT is my partner.
Yeah.
Baby, ke po song lad.
Akona Uber kan.
Ha, ke re ke mara o
Great one.
Yo guys, I tato atsama mo studio.
You invited him.
Not even 5 minutes, guys.
It's already clean the heat. Jesus.
Tato is not making my life easy, guys. Ari. He's agreeing. He's in agreement with the whole 100%.
100%. I support.
Do you drink
as much as. Yes, I do drink.
Yeah.
Responsibly.
Yeah.
Which is?
What
Please
do you mean?
Tell us what's being responsible.
I drink at home.
Okay.
And I keep it at home and I stay at home. You know, you'll never find me drinking and driving. If I know that I'm gonna go out. No, I've never.
You've never done.
Never. I've always been that guy, Brinnette, that always has a driver, or I'll Uber myself, or I'll sleep over because. At the end of the day, you know, the fatalities, like it's too much, man. You know, you have to think beyond yourself. You know, if I think about, you know, a lot of people that have lost loved ones because of a drunken driver, you know, you can never take that back.
It's true, man.
So we all need to play our part.
True.
Guys.
Okay, so you go to a friend's wedding and then let's cheers.
Yeah.
Toast.
Yeah.
Right? Then after more, you have to go home. One toast of glass, your champagne, just to toast.
Yeah.
Right?
But remember, I led to that wedding knowing very well what I'm going to consume.
No. You're not drinking. Your plan is not to drink.
Okay.
And then butter toast or toast like apple ties.
But you know, Brinnette, peer pressure starts there.
I feel like Brinnette was one of those kids going to school.
I think she still is. She's holding on to this thing. Why not, Brinnette? Do you drink? Brinnette?
Responsibly.
Oh, what an answer.
Dude, I don't drink and drive. I don't do that. And that's a fact.
You're
supposed to support this then.
No, but I don't.
That's what I was about to say. Like you
guys, all I'm saying is you are sick.
Yeah.
And you take cough syrup. Man, leave it at 0.05. There's so many things that contains alcohol that there is none that does not have alcohol, as in alcohol yogurt, but alcohol to Caesar you.
Like what, you're trying to say like yeast?
Boy yeast, my borstal, my hot cross bun.
I fully also I agree with it. I think I agree 100% also with this thing, because I feel like if we can basically put this as a law, we'll basically decrease the casualties during the course of the roads, you know, because South Africa, man, we've been experiencing a lot of accidents. I blew it, you know, and
I blew it.
You know, but like at the end of the day, guys, like we need to actually be safe. We need to arrive alive all the time. And if it means that we need to have stricter laws in terms of motorists consuming alcohol, then so be it. You know what I mean? I mean, it's better off having such laws so that you can save a life than for us to just, you know what I mean?
When the day you buy a car, we'll have this conversation. Okay?
Yeah, but station managers na koloi.
It's a magam out. Yeah? It's a magam out. 2 series. Guy change a ning green, ning orange. Now the colors are different.
Keep
Chato
walking.
o na le koloi ha ba prepare rekisa.
Oh,
He's
ke
those
ba- ke type
people.
eo.
Yeah. The
Oh.
first thing that needs to go
It
is the
runs.
car. And then he saves up and then buys another car. And then have a broke car for rekisa koloi.
Ke type
No,
eo, you
I
don't wanna
got,
be a
I got,
passenger
I
in
got
this car.
super,
Yeah.
I got super bankrupt, yo. Life was bad.
So you should be on that.
Kibo, I blew it.
I actually, I should be. I should be one of those guys. All right, then, like, I should be one of those guys. I blew it. That's it. I can't go to that guy.
I know the guys, so I'll speak to them. Don't worry, I'll hook you up after this. Just remind me.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. On a real though, Brinnette, I feel like we should actually take this law quite serious, and it shouldn't also be just for us. I mean, even also cops also should drive sober.
Did you not see that clip of a drunken
I saw
cop?
it. That's what I'm talking about. You know, because I'm sorry to say this, but the truth needs to be spoken, guys. It's let's get real. And so that's why the show is called Let's Get Real. Let's get real, guys. I've been stopped by a metro police before where I smelled. I was like, yo, dog, you.
And then wapatala chocho.
Done. Like, I'm like, but out
Obvious.
here, Joe. Like,
Obvious.
no, but, like, Joe, this guy stops me.
Mm-hmm.
He is drunk.
Ha.
He is drunk. Like, you can smell alcohol. Well,
What's
he's
that
not drunk. He's like, but you can smell alcohol.
What's
in it. So that's why also I think like the laws also should go with basically the people in charge of like
Should apply to everyone.
Yeah, it should apply to
True.
everyone. People who are in charge of the roads also should compile to the same thing. Because some of us, we cannot run around saying that, okay, people 100% sober, and then you get stopped by a cop
who had just confiscated alcohol from somebody
and
else's
had like
car.
2 drinks or 3.
And then
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we do understand that they are human beings also themselves, right? But then if you're going to enforce a law, you need to make sure that you abide by that same
And
law.
then now, as the minister of telling us not to drink, now we stop drinking. Because if you see you at a party,
food.
yeah,
Naz guys. Nyazaz na.
let's put that nani.
Hashtag Sianaz. Hey, bazongifonela after this. I'm gonna create enemies, guys. That's ngabe ngazanga la. Mara ngizile la vele.
Because we are getting real on Sundays with Brinnette.
Yeah, man.
Okay. And then, so, the 350 relief grant.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Magna?
Yeah.
No, I
I
don't
was
qualify.
unemployed the whole of
I don't
2020.
qualify.
I was
for it.
unemployed the whole of 2020. So,
Is it?
Yeah. And
Mara-
there was COVID. So
Mara
why did
Bachek-
anybody expect me to go kilo for like queue?
I think Bacheka or no holop guy before.
Yeah, before COVID happened. The pandemic hit the country. There was no money coming in. Why did I not get an SMS? Ring ting ting. Month end
It
350.
was not that. Like honestly, SMS. But you know, talking about the SASSA grants, there's something that's been bothering me. If you notice lately, the post office, the postnet, there's a lot of queues about
Yeah.
and I just think the Department of Social Development must pay more attention to making sure that they respect people's dignity.
Exactly.
The fact that people are out there to go and get those grants means they can't afford. The least you can do is make sure that they've got proper seating arrangements. There's spaces between them. There's enough sanitizers around, and like tea station or where else they're waiting. Some of them are there the whole day. Like for me, dignity is something that every single person deserves. Whether you are rich, whether you're poor, you're black, white, short, wide, thick, thin. You know what I mean? So that's the one thing that bothers me. Every time I drive past a postnet, I'm like, Mara, it really. But I don't know why it's on the safari. So.
And then on top of that, it was
That's
stopped
messed up.
in October last year.
Yeah.
So then you stop it, you put it on hold.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Because the pandemic didn't stop.
Exactly.
It still continued. So what do you think those people are eating?
And then also another thing, man. I mean, with these lines also that you see, when you drive around the cars and stuff like that, and you see old people like standing in line. Obviously, they're gonna go get their grant, and then you got people with 350 also, and you see this huge ass line.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and
No masks.
no mask on. You know what I
And
mean?
they're not even providing masks.
That's what I'm
like
referring
on,
to.
on
Yeah.
site,
Exactly. And then even the people that work there, man, like there's no clear markings also in terms of distancing, at least saying that, okay, no, you guys need to be like 5 meters or whatever, how many meters
5
away.
meters.
I'm getting whatever.
Maritza, for example, right?
I should have said
Bahula
EG. For example, Sibongile. You know what I mean? Like they should at least do something like that. I mean, it. Find out about this lava sends a shop right.
But
yeah, boom. Yeah.
Next. Next.
Mavis, authorization, please.
Ufune plastic iPhone. Umuntu akhona kubheka ngathi awugezanga yazi. Yo, bakenza ukuthi ufile ngathi ufile popular.
Yo. And I don't jump back umuntu akhona. Ushaya up yakhona. Yo. Enye into nje you're like, what? Wait.
Hey, abadelela amakhishe guys.
Dude.
You know, and even though umuntu sorry, awusukwatile are you know
what I mean? So now, man, so basically when we look at such things, guys, you find it hard to believe that these people didn't go through a training, at least from the guys at not Postnet, what is it again? Post office, right?
Yeah, Postnet.
Yeah. Like they didn't get training in terms of like, okay, we can basically I don't know, try to alleviate all this problem also and make sure that we don't increase like the number of infections. Also, second thing is that just collect the data. Like if you're gonna say you want to help people, collect the data and then we two mail it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we two mail it. Like if you live in this era and you don't have a
Guys,
bank account,
like
now we
basics.
And now we matter.
Actually, abongamla. Abogogo nabomkhulu abongamla. Bayithola big grant one.
Yeah, because I don't know what
Sasa cards.
I'm sure, but
But are you saying then the money they've got bank accounts?
Yeah.
So why is
that's exactly what we're talking about.
But like in the States, right? All they did, I mean, a friend of mine, she's listening, Ujini, she was here, and every month, she would literally get a notification from the government, and they would just put in the money. Nobody needed to go and queue.
Yeah, no, I don't know why they don't want to invest in the technology.
Because then that's all you needed to do.
Yeah.
Just send us all of us.
Who's our Minister of Technology? Do we have one?
Oh my goodness. Does he even have a phone?
See what you did there.
Okay. Yeah, the way Yaya is so disrespectful. Our 350 went to your monthly bank fees, Brinnette. That's
Yo. Nitiya, it was so. Oh, I felt that.
I also felt that for you. So
yeah, sometimes I don't know who's worse. If it's you guys or if it's my Instagram followers, I don't know.
Yeah, but 350 bank fees. That means we're a private bank.
Yeah. We JK.
Also, were they supposed to?
We JK.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So, but anyway, I do know that you guys are going to be chatting more with Utato in the second part to find out more, obviously, of Mzansi Crib. By the way, man.
Also, you're leaving us.
Makeover. Yeah,
No. But before you leave.
Yeah. No, I'm not leaving now.
I think we're talking about people who are drinking and driving and all that.
Please don't do it, Brinnette.
So, you know who Uzinhle Ngwenya is? She's known as Sihle on Isibai.
Oh, yeah, that hot one.
Yes, the hot girl.
She's
very with short hair.
The cast director.
Yeah.
Salute.
Hey. The problem is now. No, but besides, she's now facing jail term after killing 2 people while drinking while driving under the influence. So I hope I had drunk on some stylist because short hair to maintain. Too rough.
Welcome back. Welcome back, hair dryer. Oh, the tweezer.
Because that short hair is very difficult to maintain, my brother. So what do we say about people like that? I mean, this, and it's exactly what you were talking about, Tato, to say that when you are drinking OTT, because I'm saying with 2 tattoos, it's a mess.
Yeah, one must go.
Yeah, that's why I'm leaving. That's why I'm leaving.
Kind of 2 bulls in this crowd.
Nah, you can't.
So Titi, that's exactly what you were saying, what you were referring to say that don't think for yourself, think for others as well. I mean, this was reckless what she did, because the story is, on her way home, Zinhle, who was driving a white Porsche, successfully overtook 5 cars. In your drunken state, you overtake.
5 cars.
Dude,
traveling it.
Like, dude.
What a successful overtake of 5 cars. Zinte's coming. Zinte's coming. Hey, Zinte's coming. Hey, Bakana. Hey, Zinte won. Hey, my Brinnette. Wow.
So
Successful.
yeah, successfully.
Yeah.
Well, it was successful because she didn't hit those cars, right?
Wow.
What's car number 1? What's number 2? Number 3, what's a shy Porsche?
Checkered flag.
What's number 4? Yay, pizza. Number 5. Okay. Unfortunately,
I got to number 6.
she didn't notice she was already at an intersection, which resulted in a head-on collision with a red Corolla.
Ish.
This posh Corolla, but they must ask him. Rolls Royce, Honda. It's never too expensive.
Yeah,
cars.
no, it's not. It's no. It can't be too expensive. Let's ship it. Let's ship it.
Yo, ekas
It's
cool.
never too expensive cars.
Ekas mas cool. Kunintwana is ngakhaya labo lezi strong.
Yeah.
Besobiza amaqhipa.
Yeah,
And utole Corolla thing in a little dumpi fair.
Yeah.
But the Porsche, if it really.
You know what? So you guys remind
Because
me
I
of like
mean,
the
the
Husky.
Corolla had 3 people.
Umuntu wakudala unanga ke ntweni. Ukhulele kuphi lo muntu?
Iliqhipa. Ufetsa
Oh,
ring.
iliqhipa.
Iliqhipa.
Yeah, uyiqhipa fine. Uyingudu. Isikubiza uyingudu. Sithandi veli.
Holiday.
Celebrate.
It'll be
Alright. Ngiyakutshela wena.
No, Ubu Siphakela, guys. Ubu Siphakela.
Right.
Did you pass away?
Yeah.
Really?
Now it's time to like mina ndizi ngiyahamba.
Fire boy, bye.
Tato's refusing to call another Tato Tato. Get
Terminate. I don't know why you can talk like a temba.
Yo, no, you know where I got it.
Yeah.
I get a titimba.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people actually call me temba because of titimba.
like Ricky when a Tato.
No inside a wall.
Not the square.
Inside a wall. What you doing? Mara titimba kekopa word. So let me just ask that where did the word titimba come from, by the way?
So the nickname TT actually comes from my name, Tato.
Yeah,
There's 2 T's in Tato.
Yeah.
I'm as original as they come.
Yeah.
Aki, Temba, Tommy. Foster.
It's tenacious.
TT, like it's Tato.
Tenacious.
Yeah, it doesn't get better. Yeah, it doesn't get. And of course, my Titimba. You can't have TT without the mba.
And a TT or like any visual surname.
Yeah. Naki Tato.
Yeah. So TT was a word that amatitaka ilanyona when you grew up, or how TT, or was it just TT then once?
No, so TT actually came about when I was in varsity. Yeah, because I've always been called Sipo until high school. Until high school. So when I got to varsity, there's some lady who just said, because I studied fashion design. So they started calling me TT Versace. TT Versace. And as time went on, I was like, no, this Versace, man. Let's keep it Titimba. And the brand just grew as Titimba. Nice. So everywhere I go, people know Titimba.
Do you still do apparels?
Yeah, but not for sale, just for myself.
Yourself.
Yeah, not for sale. I brand myself. I'm tired of wearing other brands.
Stingy, right?
No, it's like, do you understand? My background is retail, so I know it's a schlep, bro. I know. And I'm not in the industry of doing hard labor. Yeah.
No, man. Like, for me, man, I wanted to actually ask you like a couple of questions that I asked actually that I had when I was told by Brinnette, get it last minute, or you are coming.
Yeah, I can stand in. Whoever disappointed you, but you asked me last week.
Well, yes, exactly. That gives us a hope.
So,
yeah. So you see.
Yeah. So basically, like, what are the things that I wanted to find out was from Ekasi, growing up in Soweto, and then moving out of that zone and saying to yourself, you know what, I'm gonna look at what the government can give me. I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna get it on my own. Because like a lot of people also don't believe in the hustle behind the story. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of hardships. Like, I mean, I'll give you an example. Sambanga 2 series.
Oh.
You know,
Oh, hamba nge-2 series.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Me hamba nge-2 series, Young John. And then I'll have people obviously who would say that, no man, but you're wasting your time and your investment there.
Yeah.
Because for something else.
Yeah.
It is not giving, but the story of believing in yourself and believing the dream. For you, how did it come about for you to basically stay in that momentum and not let it go?
Yeah. So the thing is, for me, growing up in Kasi, you know, I always say to people, growing up in the township is the best training in the world.
Yeah.
Because it teaches you humility. It teaches you to interact with people of different languages, cultures, and whatnot. And in Kasi, there's a culture of community. You know, next door corner.
I know.
You know what I mean? We just saw them jumping. We didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought it was you, Tim. I thought it was your cousin.
You guys look the same. Oh my gosh. So for me, you know, growing up in Kasi, the one thing that was quite prevalent was that you matriculate, you get a job, you work, you buy a car. You know, that was an achievement. I bought a car. So I wish, as time goes on, people will change the narrative. Rather get finish your schooling, work, and get your first place. But have your own place. You know what I mean?
Something that appreciates in value.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, head to a garage door. Already, you've lost 500,000, but you're like, but I just
because pretty koloi, and then pretty will make something ugly out of it, and then your car's gonna be pretty ugly. I just thought about it now, and I was thinking about it while I was saying the sentence. I was like, "Are you gonna say it?" I was like, "Yeah."
And you say it.
Just go for it. Just go for it. Go for it.
No, my followers are really loving Titi. But Titi is on fire.
Yeah.
Titi the builder.
Yeah, man.
Oh, guys. Yeah. So for me, you know, Kasi is the best training ground for anything. You know, if you can survive Kasi, you can survive any boardroom. So now the thing is, and I always make sure that I go back to Kasi as often as I can. And I'm not ashamed to say Kasi. I spend a lot of time Kasi. You know, the burbs don't do it for me because I can't relate. You know? There's a lot of fakeness in the burbs. You know, you have to kind of keep up with the mutsipes, you know what I mean? So Kokasi, I can be myself. I can really be grounded in who I am, but at the same time, I don't change who I am when I get to the burbs. So and then a few hours later, I step into a boardroom and I'm with CEOs and chairmen of companies, but I'm still the same person. I think that's one thing that I can encourage
it has
anyone.
taught you to be able to adjust.
Absolutely, but not change who you are. Your character must always be the same, irrespective of the circumstance and the environment that you're in. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people try too hard to impress other people at the expense of their
and then
character.
they end up forgetting who they are.
Character for me is something that is intangible. You know, it's in you, it's within you.
Titi, speaking about I mean, you said that you've known since you were 16. This is your journey, this is your passion, this is where you've always wanted to be. Now there's so many people out there who don't understand your industry. I mean, so many of us home buyers. And I'm going to speak about a new home buyer. You don't know when's where do I start?
Sure.
Who do I contact? You know, like, what advice would you give them?
So you know, buying a house is actually quite difficult, guys. Like, and I think a lot of people get intimidated by the process, you know, because it's quite stringent. There's a lot of information that has to go through. There's attorneys, there's the banks, there's bond originators, there's estate agents. There's so many people that you have to interact with. But I think what we've done, Rona, successfully is to simplify it. You know, make it quite an experience that is accessible. Because remember, the one thing about our industry is that I have to know everything about you. I have to know your finances. I have to know how much is in your bank account. I couldn't actually
so that you can help me.
Some people get
not that you don't know you're gonna go over and
a lot of celebrities as well. Because they're like, Titi's gonna talk about my bank statements, and unfortunately, I'm not that person. I don't do that. We respect.
You've
exactly
told me, so
absolutely.
I know.
You know, and we confidentiality is a big thing in this industry. You know, you gotta respect people's privacy and just take them through a journey. A lot of agents, they miss it. They chase the money. And Rona, we chase the relationship. So I chase the relationship with you, because if I look after you,
then you are able to tell the other people,
and that other person's gonna tell the other person, and that's how we grow in the business. You know.
So apparently, there's an agreement that's signed between the buyer and the agent.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. No, not the buyer. The seller. So the seller gives you a mandate to say, I want to sell my house. So Titi, I'm gonna give you an exclusive mandate. So no other agent can sell your house.
Okay.
And then there's something called an OTP, which is an offer to purchase, that the buyer will sign and put an offer, and then the seller will obviously accept or decline. So this space has got a lot of legal documents, guys. Like,
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think what gets people the worst is you look at the pricing of a house and you're like, okay, 1 million rand. Okay, I probably can afford 1 million rand.
Yeah.
But you're not putting in Manori. There's transfer costs.
Yeah,
there's
attorney costs.
attorney costs. There's this. After Mosele Haibo, 1.6 million rand.
Yeah.
And people then are like, Titi unropile.
Yeah.
Okay, Titi, before you answer that, we need to go on an ad break.
Yeah,
and then
let's pay the bills.
Yes, we need to pay the bills. So don't stay in there, hang 10. We will be back as Titi Mba talks on his business, real estate. I mean, he's been in this industry for years and he's amazing at it. And guess what? Today, not only are we joking and laughing, but you're actually getting to go away with some information. So we will be with you just now.
Karabo had to look at this. I was like,